Good evening, everybody. I'm trying to get a visual. I don't know where all this bright. Wait a minute. Let me take this off. I always have to do that. That brightness on the back of me. I don't know. But anyway, I was going to turn the camera around to show you the scene of the day. Excuse me, y'all. My throat. I haven't talked to anyone today. And I think that's why. But I did talk to myself for a little while. Do y'all talk to yourself? I tell you, sometimes I had to say something. I just got to say something. I just can't sit around and say nothing. I didn't even talk to my daughter today. But anyway, let's get back to the scene. I especially love this white Christmas tree. I think it is beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen uh, decor quite like this. I love everything about this scene. The only thing about is those stockings that are hung there. I'm wondering if that's real fire or is it electrical fire? Because that looks dangerous to me, to have the stockings hung there like that. But it is beautiful, y'all. Everything, right on down to the rug on the floor. I love it. And the throw on the chair. I love it. And look at the mantle. You've got a little, looks like a lightning, he's a lit up reindeer. And I guess that's a Jack in the Box over there. And a little tiny Christmas tree. Look at the wreath. Oh my goodness. And it's snowing outside, y'all. I'm trying to get a better visual. This scene right here wins the prize in my book. That's the winner right there of all the scenes that I've seen that I've been showing y'all, when I run across them. That is the best one to me. That's the best one. The best one of all. It wins the prize. First prize goes to that scene. So how's everybody doing this evening? I'm doing just fine, but then as soon as I get up here and start talking, my throat starts to scratch. But like I said, I haven't talked to anyone today. And I did accomplish some things. You're not going to believe this. I did accomplish something in my bedroom. I found a lot of shoes in the bottom of my closet, but I couldn't find the mates to them. It's crazy, right? Yeah, it is. I'm like, okay, you usually keep the shoes together, correct? But I mean, I guess I got so much stuff on the floor, and then everything sort of got mixed around. It's been like years since I've cleaned that closet. As a matter of fact, I was thinking I better clean it. Really, I saw a dark-looking spider. He was like, I would say he was almost black. He was a baby spider, but he was on my kitchen counter. I got very nervous. I said, well, now, if I go in that closet and see something like that, I'm going to be, probably just go into a what do you call it, a conniption or something. But when I cleaned this closet out over here before, this little closet, there's a closet right here too. I think I told y'all about that closet. One thing about this apartment, it has closet space, enough for one person. But it should accommodate two, because I think a husband and wife could live in here, because that's a double closet in my bedroom. It's enough for him to have his little, that's about his space that he go get if he come and stay with me. He go get, well, that's how much my husband had. He had that much. Well, yes. I'm not laughing, y'all, but it's because it's really not funny, but that's all he had. I mean, his clothes went in a drawer. He had work clothes, because he was at one time he was a FedEx driver, and then another time he was a warehouseman at the hospital. He worked for the hospital, and they all had, special uniforms. And when, of course, you FedEx, you got to have some kind of uniform or something on that you got to wear so you could be, what do you call it? Recognizable, I guess, saying that you're really from FedEx or from wherever, whatever company, just like the mailman has to wear his own little uniform. In the summer, he got a little short shorts on. In the winter, he's got his blue, he's all set. But there was one thing that sort of worried me. I heard on the news somewhere that some mailman got shot. Like, what you shoot the mailman for? I didn't hear the whole thing, y'all. You know how I be just sitting here and the TV's on, but I'm not catching everything. It's just basically it's company for me. But anyway, let me get back to my closet. I was cleaning the closet and I found shoes. I must have found, I got a pair of boots. I think I've shown you those 9 West boots before, but they are really starting to mess up from being in the closet. I've got Payless shoes, y'all. Payless. How long have they been gone out of business? I can't remember. But I found Payless sandals, at least, I think, about 2 or 3 pairs of sandals and some shoes, but I didn't find the mates. So I got to go back in there and pull everything out, and so I can, excuse me, find the mates to the shoes. Have y'all had a Canada Dry lately? You don't know what you're missing, especially if it's cold. But anyway, I did a little bit in the closet today, and so tomorrow I'm gonna do a little bit more. I piled stuff up. I can't take you in there. I dare not. But I'm not gonna take you in there today. I ain't brave enough for that today. But hopefully tomorrow I got a pile that I'm just gonna toss out. I don't want to give it to nobody because it's not worth giving to anybody. Not in my book. Nobody would want this. It's only junk. It's only stuff that I just been accumulating all the years. But you never know. Somebody might want it, but I'm not gonna. I don't know nobody who's my size I got all different sizes in my closet. I think it's starting back from maybe a 16 to 2X. I think. It might be some 14s in there. But nevertheless, I'm not giving them to anyone. I'm throwing them out there in that dumpster as soon as I get them together. The ones, that I just say to myself, I have not worn. I've got clothes that I'm just traveling from apartment to apartment with clothes. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. I threw away some stuff. I threw away my I threw away coats when I left my other apartment and outfits. And I gave some stuff away to a relative. And, a lot of suits. I have suits, like, the 2-piece suits with skirts and the tops. I mean, skirts and a jacket, a suit. And I had given that away. And I thought that thinned my closet out. But I accumulated junk since I've been here. And so I got to get rid of it. And I've got stuff that I was traveling with since I was in my old apartment 2 apartments ago, and that I just been moving. You're moving your stuff with you, but you're not wearing it. You're not wearing it, and the chances are you don't want to wear it. You become a hoarder. Like my room looks like I'm a hoarder, but I'm really not a hoarder. Not over here, I'm not. Because if I was a hoarder, well, I'm starting to look like a hoarder because I still got all these boxes here. But I'm saving. There is some stuff in these boxes that I have to go through, especially one of them. It's where I keep a lot of, sometimes I just take my mail and just toss it in there. And I had a little paper shredder. I think it's laying over here. Oh, that's my motion detection. But anyway, it's a little tiny paper shredder. But I like to I just take my Sharpie and try to get my information off it. But, before I toss it out of there. And matter of fact, I got some more junk mail today to add to the junk mail that I already have. Thanks a lot, mailman. And and so I'm going to try to get it out. It was just too cold for me to go out, y'all. As bad as I wanted me a cup of coffee, from Dunkin' Donuts. I got coffee in my house, but, like I said, I don't want that. Sometimes I want Dunkin'. And so I had wanted to go out this morning to get me a cup of coffee so bad. I said, oh, man, it's too cold. I can't deal with it. But, I seen the times, like when I first got my scooter, it didn't make no difference. I would just bundle up. I guess I was so glad to get the scooter. And, wasn't used to having that option, to just jump on a scooter and just take off and go zoom, zoom, zoom down the street. And so I wasn't about to do that this morning. I think it was in the 20s. It was in the 20s, and then it went up to like that. I think the high today was like 40. And I just sat around here and I said, okay, I ain't got to have no coffee. But this is nighttime now that I'm giving this, I'm talking on this video. It's nighttime. And I did find my other pants that I was looking for. You see, this is what I was digging for. When I went in the closet, I was looking for those other cargo pants. They are in there, right where I thought they might be, but they were buried. They had somehow or another burrowed themselves down to the bottom. That's how I got to get to the shoes and, the boots and all that other stuff. I got boots from Rainbow. Come on now. How long ago have I bought boots from Rainbow? I don't even think I can fit the boots anymore. I think they're size 8.5. My foot done grew. When you get older, your feet grow. A lot of stuff be growing, like your ears, your nose gets bigger. There's be a lot going on, y'all, when you get older. Trust me, I'm the one to tell you because I know what I'm talking about. But not everybody. It doesn't happen to everybody. But I tell you one thing, I did shrink 2 inches so far. I shrunk 2 inches because I was 5'4" and now I'm 5'2". I want my 2 inches back. I'm always a short, fat pig. That reminds me of when this guy back down south, he called me, talking about, because I fell on the ground. He told me I made a dent in the ground because I was so fat. That hurt my feelings. How you gonna fall on the ground and make a dent like you made a whole canyon or something? I can laugh about it now, but it wasn't all that funny to me. Probably short, fat, fatty. I appreciate that. But he's gone on the greener pastures now. His soul rest in peace. I think his name was he was related to us. His name was Bo. That's what they used to call him, Bo. But I think his real name was Willie. There was a lot of Willies down south. I got an uncle named Willie, a brother named Willie, cousin named Willie. His name was Willie. There were so many Willies. And there were Willie in my classroom. And there was a Willis. Oh, yeah. But there wasn't too many people that had my name. I don't think I ever told y'all my real name. But they called me Daisy. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord, I wish y'all could just get a sip. Get something refreshing. Even though it's cold outside, but it's warm in here. I'm not complaining about my heat tonight. Let me knock on wood 2 times. Yes. It's warm in here tonight. But I had my two heaters on. Well, actually, I had one. I had one heater on. And I had my sheet up to the door to make sure no cold could get between the cracks. But it was warm in here. Yeah, it's warm in here right now. Because I'm not shivering or nothing. And so, that's all I'm doing, y'all. I'm just sitting here trying to talk about the Vlomas. And today is, I don't have to put my glasses on for this one, y'all, because it's right there. It's right here on my computer screen. There it is, y'all. That tells you what today's date is. Just in case you forgot, I'm just here to remind you that today is the 14th day of Vlomas. I hope you got it done. I remind you last night. Remember I told you you had 12 more shopping days until Christmas. Don't forget to buy me a present too. By the way, I love to get presents, okay? Just send me a little present. I thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm going to claim it right now. Somebody go send me a present for Christmas. But I'm not going to go shopping, y'all. I have made up my mind. I was going to get Christmas decor, even though I still might do that. Because I do have a Family Dollar. You know, I wanted to go to Dollar Tree because I like Dollar Tree much better than Family Dollar. But I live right down the street from Family Dollar. So, if it's nice tomorrow, which I don't think so, I don't know. Now I'll listen to the weather, what the weatherman says in the morning, and I might go to Dollar Tree just to browse around, see what they have in the, decoration department. A little something, just put around the house. And I got to take those cast iron skillets back because they got the little lumpy bumps in them. I don't know if I showed you them or not. There's 3 of them. And I've since learned a lot. I've had cast iron before, don't get me wrong, but it's been many, many years ago. Matter of fact, when I was married, I had cast iron. And my mother always had a cast iron skillet, call it a spider. I don't know why they called it a spider, but everybody called it a spider when we were down south. My mother, she would call, go get that spider, And, but I learned a lot about what you got to do, to take care of these cast iron skillets. Let me see if I can show you one of them, how it looks bumpy inside. Hold on just a second. They're right here, y'all. Now this is the smallest one. This is the smallest one. It really doesn't look that bumpy inside, but the other ones do. It's cuisine, I think it is. Cuisine, well, I don't know what it is. But, because even though it's supposed to be cured, or not cured, seasoned already, it's still lumpy inside. And all 3 of them came with the handle. Which, I ain't got to have no handle. I got some. And it came with a scraper. I guess this is what you scrape your food with after. But I want one that's, the pans that are smooth inside. These are really, really, really bumpy. Let me see if I can get the next size. Let's see how that one looks. They seem like they look smoother since I'm trying to show them to you. But I guess you can't see them like I see over here. They got like rough little bumps on them. I don't think they're supposed to be like that. But anyway, they're going back to Amazon. And I still got the boxes over there. Just like I told my daughter. I said, okay, don't throw that box out. I said, because I might have to send these things back. And lo and behold, that's what I have decided to do since I've been watching YouTube, about their cast iron. Some people actually collect cast iron. I'm saying, oh my goodness, and I threw away cast iron. Motion detected at my pumpkin pie, y'all. Ain't nothing but a cargo. Well, I hope that's all it is. And I left a kettle. This person had given me like a kettle, right to this very day, I think it was cast iron, I'm not sure. But I had never used it. Matter of fact, I had it sitting way up on top of my cabinet before I moved in this apartment. And it was silver, matter of fact, so it must not have been cast iron. But I guess you can get them cast iron, I don't know. But anyway, and I also had a cast iron frying pan that had turned, like it had started to rust. Somebody had left water in it, and that's a no-no according to the YouTube people over here. Because I was listening to them just before I got on here, before I decided to talk to the YouTube community. And you're not supposed to leave water around them, and you're supposed to season them ever so often. I even listened to Phyllis Stokes. Remember Phyllis Stokes? She's since passed on, but I think her son has taken over her channel. But she had a video about how I trust her the most. I like that lady a lot. I used to watch her everything. She couldn't put nothing out without me watching it. And the cast iron, she was doing, her version. Everybody has a different little version, but basically they boil down to being the same thing. But I've decided today, after listening to this guy who has a collection, he's got him and his wife, I guess, they got a collection of cast iron all on their wall. They built iron bar, I guess. I don't know where they got this iron bar from. I guess it's from like industrial type stuff, And they got the cast iron, because it has to have something heavy. You know how heavy cast iron is? And they got all these, I don't know how many pans and she got a griddle. The wife was so happy that somebody had given her a griddle. I don't know if it was her birthday or it was a gift. And she was so happy about that. They said they got rid of all their Teflon ware, which I don't use Teflon either, because I stopped using that quite a while ago. Even though I got some, I don't know what finish it is. I got the Curtis Stone, and it's finished off. It's got that speckle type stuff in it, but nothing peels off it. It stays on there. Because I don't trust Teflon either. I think I've eaten some Teflon in my day, because I just kept right on cooking with them. Oh, there she is, y'all, in the background. She's still. And you know what? Those scenes, they usually play like Christmas carols or something playing back there in the background. And sometimes I love to listen to the Christmas carol. But I think it was the 13th day of Vlogmas. Or is that, no, today's the 13th. The 12th day of Vlogmas that I did, I had Run Rudolph on there. And I thought YouTube was gonna, copyright me. I said, oh my goodness, I gotta take this off. And so then I forgot how to take it off. How to go to the studio and take that off. I said, oh shoot, they're gonna copyright me. What are they gonna do? Take it off? I was getting ready to cry. I said, after all, I done put this thing together now. Here they are talk about self-copyright. But then they said they're not going to copyright me, said, because that record plays on YouTube. And it does. So I don't understand what the copyright is all about anyway. As long as the record, you playing it on there, you can't play it on your video? That's crazy. Anyway, y'all, I really got to go because this video is getting too long. It's been nice talking to you. And I hope everybody got their Christmas shopping done. And I hope Rudolph has got his saddle on. Do you have a sleigh, by the way? You got to have a sled for Christmas so you can go flying up there in the air, right? I know Santa Claus got one. Hey. Everybody can't afford no sleigh like Santa. Santa, he got a long way to travel. He got to come from the North Pole. Do you know how far that North Pole is? How fast can this sleigh go? I mean, Rudolph, he was a little skinny thing the last I saw, with a big red nose, and her nose kept falling off and stuff. And Daddy got mad at him, and they wouldn't let him play in the reindeer game, y'all. So pitiful. I love Rudolph. Rudolph, I love you. I go with love, Rudolph. I'll talk to y'all again soon.